Hi, Meghla here, and I'm going to handle today the second class of numbers. The first one was about this classification of numbers and divisibility rule, and the second one now you're going to see this factors, multiples, co-prime, HCF, and LCM. The first thing what you're going to see here is a prime factorization. So what do you mean by factorization? So this is like writing any composite number, whatever you have, like for example 90, in the form of a prime number. For solving the problems, we need this. This is very important, to write any number in the form of a prime number. So that is what is called prime factorization. So for example, you just take this 90. For this 90, we have to remove, separate all the prime factors. So first thing, the simplest prime number is 2. So when you remove that, it's going to be 45. Then again, you have to take out 3 from this. Then it's going to be 15. Again, one more 3 is remove that. Then it's going to be 5. And then remove that 5. Then it's going to be 1. So it's the end of it. So okay, take all the prime numbers and write here. That is 2 into 3 into 3 into 5 is the number. And combine all like prime numbers. So it's going to be like 2 into 3 square into 5. So this is what is called prime factorization. So you can see this other one, like the second one is like 80. If you want to solve, just keep removing this 2's till this 2's gets over. Then after that, you just start doing with the next prime number. So it's going to be 2 power 4 into 5. So prime factorization can be done in 2 different ways. One is like using factor trees, and the other one is repeated division. So factor trees is just keeps branching this separately, like 36, you have 2 in that, so remove that 2, the remaining is 18. Again, remove this 2 from this, again 9, then again remove 3 from this, another 3. So whatever you have in the form of a prime numbers, combine them together and write it. And the same thing can be done, this we call as an LCM method, where we generally put this L shape and then remove that common factor. So 2, and taking out 18 is there, again 2 you take out, and this so on. So when you have all this in the form of a prime number, just take it. This is called a repeated division method. The next is, what do you mean by factor? So you have factors and multiples. So the factors here, as mentioned here, you have this factors or numbers you multiply together to get another number. So that is 2 numbers when you multiply any 2 number. Doesn't matter if it is prime or composite. So whatever the number it is, when you multiply, you get the third number, and we call these 2 as the factors of the third number. So here also you can see that when 5 into 4 is 20, we call this 5 is a factor of 20 and 4 is a factor of 20. That the one which are multiplying, they are called factors. The result, whatever you get, is called multiple. So we can say this is a multiple of 4 as well as this is a multiple of 5. And multiples and factors, when you consider, multiples are nothing but that particular number, whatever you have, into 1, into 2, into 3, into 4, and so on. So there is no limit for the multiples. So this first 4 multiples here listed out here as 12, 24, 36, 48. So the next number you can just see it is going to be 60 and so on. There is no limit for that. Whereas factors, when you consider, there is a limit. So factors are numbers that multiplied to get a given number. So this 12, if you consider, how do you get this 12? Like here we are taking 12 into 1, but here we are also considering 12 into 1, but we are not taking this like multiples here. We are just considering the result as always to be 12. So what are the numbers you can multiply to get this? So 1 into 12 or 2 into 6 or 3 into 4, you're getting this. Beyond this, I don't think there's any other number, the integer which you can multiply and get 12. So that this is limited, whereas here it is no, there is no limit. So these are the factors of 12. The next, number of factors. The most important for you is finding out the number of factors of any number. So you will be getting questions on that. So this has to be very clear. We have some shortcuts also. But first, let us list out the factors. Like in the previous problem also, you are seeing for 12, you had 6 factors. So here, for example, if you want to see for 60, it's the same thing. Like the number of factors, if you have to find out, what you can do is the 60, like you have to, these are all called factors. Whatever the numbers you're dividing by, they are called factors. Or we can also consider the other way. We can say that product of the 2 numbers have to be 60. So which 2 numbers will give you 60? So 1 into 60 is going to give you 60. Therefore, 1 becomes 1 factor, 60 becomes another factor. Similarly, 2 into 30 or 3 into 20 or 4 into 15, 5 into 12 or 6 into 10. Beyond this, after 6 you have 7, which is not a factor of 60, 8 is not a factor of 60, 9 is not a factor of 60, and then 10 has come here. So that means you have taken all the numbers which is to be considered. So these are all the factors of 60.